What's going on, guys? Football Cards and Stickers YouTube channel here, and today we're going to take you through a complete review of the Topps Fun to Stick Premier League Sticker Activity Book 2014-15 collection. Of course, it included over 150 stickers within the collection, and all comes in this starter pack as you see here. I'm sure you guys have seen the earlier video on the Football Cards and Stickers YouTube channel, but if you haven't, be sure to check it out where we open this starter pack. And of course, inside this starter pack, which costs £3.99 in the UK or €5.99 in Ireland, becomes the complete set and album as seen here. We've also stuck all the stickers in. Let's just move that out of the way there. And as you can see, the stickers are in the middle of the album. As you can see here, I've haven't used the stickers inside this album just to keep it in mint condition. You guys can do whatever you like. There's no real correct way on how to keep your album or anything like that. And as you can see, I got a spare set of stickers, and they've all been stuck in. They were originally in a different album, as you see there, so they're all been stuck in. There's the sticker backings. So let's take you through this review of the Premier League 2014-15 Sticker Activity Album. Of course, it's really good value, I'd just like to say, at £4 in the UK, where you get a complete set and you don't have to worry about any limited editions or anything crazy like that. As you see, it opens up with a contents which includes features on all the clubs within the Barclays Premier League 2014-15, and a few extra pages which we'll take you through. Here's the start here. You can complete your name, age, favourite position, team you support and favourite player in there, of course, should you wish to do so. And then the first stickers were applied here. As you see, they don't exactly cut and stick exactly correctly, as you'd expect, I guess, with a very cheap collection. So if you have to align them identically, then I would advise just leaving the stickers inside the middle and keeping it as a loose set myself. But I've stuck in, for the purposes of this video, I've stuck all the stickers in as best as what I can do. You guys may be more professional stickers than myself. So we start off with Arsenal here, and each club has a badge sticker there and shows whereabouts in the UK Arsenal play their football. And then we had some parts of the face here where you had to complete on Walcott, Wilshere and Aaron Ramsey, which, as you can see, weren't cut exactly correctly on the things. And then we had the superstar player sticker there, and captain, enforcer, shop stopper, playmaker and hot shot are in each team. Here, as you see, Vermaelen's captain, now moved to Barcelona, of course. Per Mertesacker, Szczesny's the shop stopper, Mesut Ozil's playmaker and hot shot is Oliver Giroud. And we move on to Aston Villa. Of course, shot stopper Guzan, enforcer is this Fabian Delph guy, captain is the fantastic Ron Vlaar, playmaker is the veteran, very risky signing Joe Cole, and hot shot is Christian Benteke if he can come back from injury. Again, shows Aston Villa playing in the Midlands there. And we move on to newly promoted Burnley, with shot stopper Tom Heaton, of course the former Manchester United junior. Then the enforcer is Kieran Trippier, followed by the playmaker Dean Marney. There he is with hair, I remember him with a skinhead. Then we have the captain Jason Shackle. Wow, I didn't realise he was the captain of the Premier League team, Jason Shackle. Of course, he is featured in the programme. I don't know if any of you guys seen it a few years ago, called The Hills in the US. He was in that programme. He pulled some bird called Lauren in it. And then we have the hot shot, who's Danny Ings. There are a lot of hopes will be on him scoring goals in the Premier League. I think he scored quite a few in the Championship. And then you had to complete part of the Burnley badge. So let's hope Burnley can do okay in the Premier League. Then we move on to the big money, big spending Russian mafia team, Chelsea here. Here we are. The enforcer is Gary Cahill. New playmaker, Cesc Fabregas. Shot stopper, Petr Cech. I don't know whether he'll be playing this season or not. It's highly doubtful, but a fantastic keeper, not brilliant but fantastic, really good keeper. And then of course the superstar Eden Hazard, of course, a lot of hopes will rest on his and indeed this nutcase here, Diego Costa's shoulders. Can't wait to see Diego Costa in the Premier League. He really caused a lot of trouble in Spain, getting punched in the gut and everything by Spanish defenders, let alone what the English defenders are going to do to this guy. It's going to be brilliant. And then, of course, the fantastic player from Chelsea, JT, the captain. England really do miss a guy like John Terry. It's such a shame he didn't go to the World Cup due to horrific circumstances. And then we go on to manager's page here, little feature there. There's Poyet, Pochettino. You had to stick in Van Gaal, Hughes, Monk, Deutsch, Pellegrini, Lambert, Stevie Bruce, fantastic manager, took Hull City to the FA Cup final and now venturing on a European tour. What a manager, done awesome for Birmingham, Wigan and Sunderland as well, of course, as manager, and was a fantastic player for Norwich City and Manchester United, just to add it in. Then you got Mourinho, Harry Redknapp, Brendan Rodgers, who's done a really good job with Liverpool, although hasn't brought any trophies home yet. Then there's Big Fat Sam there he is, Sam Allardyce. Tony Pulis, who probably the managerial achievement of the season, keeping Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Yeah, he was in fact voted Manager of the Year here. Well deserved there, fantastic stuff. Then you have Arsene Wenger, Mr. Personality, or should I say no personality, Nigel Pearson. He won the championship with Leicester last season. Then you have the fantastic Roberto Martinez, Ronald Koeman, blast from the past, Dutch master. Alan Pardew, of course, the Newcastle manager, and a new guy here, I think he's Scottish, the new West Bromwich Albion coach, Alan Irvine. So let's hope he can do well. Then we move on to Crystal Palace, of course. They got the captain, Jedinak, playmaker is Balassi, enforcer Joel Ward, hotshot Dwight Gale. Let's hope he can get a few more goals this year. And a fantastic goalie there in Julian Speroni, shot stopper there. And then on to Everton, of course. Unfortunately, it was a bit too late for their star player to be included, Romelu Lukaku, of course. But we have captain Phil Jagielka, enforcer Baines, Timmy Howard, shot stopper, great keeper, hotshot Morales, and Ross Barkley, superstar, of course, signed a new 5-year deal with Everton. Oh, and I missed out the playmaker, who's former Wigan and now Everton, James McCarthy. And we move on to Hull, of course, with, of course, the fantastic manager Steve Bruce. Here's the playmaker, Luku, captain Curtis Davies, shot stopper, of course, the Scottish keeper Alan McGregor, enforcer James Chester, and hotshot Shane Long. Always seem to get on the end of chances. And then the superstar here we've got is Tom Huddleston, formerly of Spurs, of course, now permanent signing for Hull. Then we move on to newly promoted Leicester. Who do we have here? Playmaker Danny Drinkwater, and the shot stopper is Peter Schmeichel's son, Kasper Schmeichel. Enforcer Liam Moore, captain Wes Morgan, big centre back, and hotshot is Jamie Vardy. Don't really know a lot about that guy, but let's hope he can do well in the Premier League. And then, of course, we're showing whereabouts in the UK again each club plays. I should say Swansea and Wales down the bottom there. And of course many teams from London contesting London derbies. And then we move on to Liverpool, of course, who choked big style in the league last season, although I'm sure many Liverpool fans would have accepted a second place finish at the start of the season. So we have Simon Mignolet, shot stopper, enforcer Daniel Agger, Coutinho is the playmaker, Gerrard is the captain, and Ricky Lambert is the hot shot. And then we move on to the English champions, of course, Manchester City, where we have the shot stopper, England #1 Joe Hart, under a lot of pressure in the #1 shirt. I'm sure Caballero will eventually get that #1 shirt. Then we have the best striker in the Premier League, Sergio Aguero, followed by the Player of the Year last season, obviously, the real Player of the Year and a fantastic player, Yaya Touré, runs the show, followed by the Belgium captain, Vincent Kompany, and playmaker David Silva, who has just signed a new 5-year deal with Manchester City, huge amounts of money. Then we move on to Manchester United, who are currently on a spending spree. Here we have David De Gea. He's managed to keep his place as the shot stopper, followed by Percy, of course, the veteran striker now. They called him Hot Shot. Then we have Juan Mata as the superstar. Wow, I think they've got them muddled up with Wayne Rooney. Rafael da Silva is the enforcer. That's probably because he gets sent off all so often. Then we have Rooney, the superstar striker. And the new playmaker for the Manchester United is this Belgium guy. Hanazai, I think he pronounces his name, how he wants it pronounced. Then as we move over all the stickers which were stuck in. And we move on to Newcastle United, of course, right up north here, alongside Sunderland, or just above or below Sunderland. And we have Tim Krul, shot stopper, Gouffran, the hot shot. And we have the enforcer, Debussy, who's now joined Arsenal, unfortunately. A little bit of an error there, of course. Then we have a playmaker, Moussa Sissoko, and the captain, the fantastic centre-back, Colaccini. And then we have a little feature on the mascots on every UK team. I won't go too much into these, but rest aside, as you can see there, many cheesy little things there. Wonderful stuff. Then on to the newly promoted Queen's Park Rangers, who are expected to do the best out of the promoted teams. We have the hot shot, who's Charlie Austin, great striker, followed by captain, who I'm sure won't be playing a lot this season, Clint Hill. Of course, they've got a fantastic centre-back pairing of Rio and, of course, Stephen Colker now. Then we have the playmaker, who's the Argentinian Forlan, followed by the enforcer, Onua, who used to play for Man City, of course. And we have Julio Cesar, shot stopper. I would imagine Robert Green takes that place. And then the superstar, a little bit tongue-in-cheek here from Topps, wonderful stuff. They've selected Joey Barton as the superstar. You've got to laugh at that. Then we have Southampton, of course, if any of these are still here. We have playmaker Schneiderlin, followed by shot stopper Artur Boruc, of course, who will lose his place now to the finest English keeper currently around, Fraser Forster. Then we have the enforcer, who's Fonte, followed by the club captain Kelvin Davis. I'm sure he'll be on his way out. And the hot shot, allegedly Jay Rodriguez. I'm sure if he'll get a game, he'll be trying to link up with Graziano Pelle. Then we have Stoke City, of course the captain, the animal, there he is, Ryan Shawcross, followed by the big German, the enforcer, Robert Hoof. Then we have a fantastic goalkeeper, Asmir Begovic, followed by the playmaker, Charlie Adam, also gets a lot of goals in the season. Hot shot, Peter Odemwingie, of course, formerly of West Bromwich Albion. And superstar, another little tongue-in-cheek here, the big lank himself, Peter Crouch. Then we move on to Sunderland, of course, with their clown of a manager. There he is, Gus Poyet, very funny guy. Then we have Adam Johnson, who's the playmaker. I'd have thought he's a winger myself, but there you go. On to the captain, the ex-Manchester United centre-back, John O'Shea. Another Man United reject here. The enforcer is Wes Brown, followed by the shot stopper, Vito Manoni. Not 100% whether he'll be the #1 this season. And finally, hot shot, Stephen Fletcher, obviously, as Sunderland don't get a lot of goals. Although I expect this guy here, the young Ipswich guy, Connor Wickham, at Sunderland, to get plenty of goals this season if he's given an opportunity from Poyet. So then you can design your own boot and shirt in the next page. And then we had to complete the sticker here with 3 stickers, as you can see, not exactly cut properly again, as I've stuck that in best as I can. Then we move on to Swansea. As you see here, enforcer Chico Flores, who has flown the nest, of course. Now Super Michael Laudrup has left. He's rejoined Michael Laudrup in Abu Dhabi. Then the new keeper, the Polish keeper there. Then we have the playmaker Leon Britton, followed by the captain Ashley Williams and the hotshot Wilfred Boney. And then you have the little puzzle there, which of those is Welsh. Then we move on to Spurs, of course, with the shot stopper Hugo Lloris, the enforcer Jan Vertonghen, followed by hotshot Adebayor, playmaker Paulinho, Michael Dawson, captain from Spurs, and the superstar, who is in fact a fantastic player, Christian Eriksen of Spurs, of course. Then moving on to West Bromwich Albion, here we have the shot stopper Ben Foster, playmaker Craig Gardner, new signing I believe, followed by the hot shot. This guy is really quick, this guy Berahino. Captain is Chris Brunt, and enforcer is Gareth McCauley. And then on to West Ham, hugely under pressure. Sam Allardyce under pressure going into the new season. We have captain Kevin Nolan, chips in with loads of goals. Enforcer James Tompkins, playmaker Mark Noble, shot stopper of course Adrian, the Spanish keeper, really classy keeper. Hot shot Andy Carroll, and superstar Winston Reid. Wow, I don't know what West Ham fans think of that choice, but pretty amazing to me. Then we had a page celebrating the current Premier League champions, Manchester City. And of course you had to input 5 or 6 stickers into that picture there. Of course none of them aligned correctly, as you'd guess, but can't worry too much about that. And then the answers to all the puzzles on the team pages, etc. at the back. So if you're not sure what order stickers should go in, then you can check that. And then you have the advertisement for Topps Festival, which is played here, as you can see, and you get to meet some players if they show up from the Premier League, and there's the dates there, so a little bit of advertising. So a really nice collection all in all for the grand sum of £4. Hope you guys have enjoyed this really comprehensive review of the Topps Premier League Sticker Activity 2014-15 album. Don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up, guys, and of course I'll see you guys all in future Football Cards and Stickers collectible videos. But until then, arrivederci.